What is good, rookies, and welcome to a Supercoach After Dark round 17. I don't feel like we've go through every week with a bit of chaos, some underperforming primos, some injuries. Looking at Port Adelaide, more importantly, having two on the bench for the entire last quarter. But do we expect anything else, guys? We've got a new face. Looks like Brad just, he took the flogging of Richmond to heart and just couldn't show up today. So I'm not sure where he's at. Might be having a bit of a cry. Might have a box of tissues with him. Who knows what for? I'll leave that up to you guys. But we got Ghosty, as always, joining us, part of the usual crew, and a new face that you guys may have checked up on the Insight Fantasy Sports channel. He's known for the numbers guy, but he's also got a bit of a personality that suits the After Dark. So he's jumped on, come here to have a good time and release some stress. So Flanders, welcome in, mate. First appearance.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. It's good to jump on this. It feels like it fits the other side of me, the non-numbers version of me.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Ghosty, how are you, mate?
Living the dream, mate. Love my Saturday nights with you. I feel like I'm a mainstay in your team at the moment.
Hopefully until you get injured and then I have to find a replacement from VFL.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. It's pretty easy to be more reliable than our primos and stuff this year and our rookies. So
that's true. That's not wrong at all. Before we get into the first comment, I'm sure everyone's going to ask, Ghosty, how is your week tracking Supercoach wise?
Yeah, like average. Like I wouldn't say it's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. Obviously Baz not playing today doesn't help, but I had no cover, so that would be my lowest score, which is great.
Yeah.
But the main thing for me is just thinking about what combination I'm going to do to fuck TDK off next week. I'll be sending it. No trades will be left, and I give 0 fucks at the moment. So that's the main thing for me, mate.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a very similar boat where it's, these guys just got to go. I'll take a risk with no injury trades and just send it. What about you, Flanders? How's your week tracking?
Yeah, reasonable. All right. 1950 so far, projected, 2350, 2400, somewhere around there. So,
very nice.
Yeah, hoping to go pretty well. Going to go down to the work league, which is going to be difficult to explain myself.
That's all right. Yeah, look, it's been one of those weeks. I had a 24 plus projection and now I'm not even at 22. Ooh. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Holmes, for absolutely being a butcher today. It's one of those things. But I will say the best thing about this week is I did drop TDK and got like a Took Miller out of him, which has worked in my favor. So that's probably the one thing I have in my favor this week. That's my little win.
You take Took Miller.
Yeah, you take that. You take that. He's been very, very solid. But Hawksy, a man that I do want to talk about. Thanks, Sinclair. Now I have a Kako 98 on my bench and your 70 that could have looped if I just looked at his history versus Hawks better. What do we think's happening with Sinclair? Because this is like the third week in a row where he's had an absolutely rubbish score. Is it a role change? Have they just given Naz the keys to the city to try and, make him an absolute solid foundational piece of St Kilda? Like, I need to know because he's potentially one I'm looking at booting next week.
I haven't looked too deep into it yet, but it looks like he's just not getting his hands on the ball. It looks like they've just given the keys to the city to Naz, and Sinclair is fend for yourself.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, we had this man going 168 and start of the season, 140s, 150s, and now he can't even reach 80. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I know one person here has Naz, which is Ghosty, so you must be feeling pretty good about that.
He's been a bit of a saviour for me the last couple of weeks. I was actually thinking about it earlier. I had probably him, Tom Green, Rao and Dawson. Like, Rao got a sub-ton today, but still pretty much close to it. Since I brought those blokes in, they haven't gone shit at all. They've been all over 100. So Naz really, really happy with the way he goes about it, and it's always that's probably the only thing that could get me watching anything to do with St Kilda, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, look, it's not ideal, but it's just so annoying that all these things have just happened towards the end of the season for like Supercoach wise, where we have no trades, and it's like, well, now we're stuck with like a dead pick that's had a role change or something rather, and we can't really do much about it.
Yeah, it's a crap end of the year for that. Still got like nearly 1,500 people who traded out Bailey Smith over a 1 weeker. Like he's
Really?
F1.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at it. Yeah, 1,446 people have traded him out.
That's ridiculous.
It's nearly as many as traded Sheasel out. It's nuts.
That's wild. That's wild. I mean, look, the theory on the Bailey Smith is that he wouldn't have passed a test after a cotton on party last night. So
Rumor has it.
rumor has it. Rumor
Yeah.
has it.
Yeah.
Daniel Green, mate. Welcome in, mate. Another member of the channel. Thank you so much. Orksy says, hello, Sam Flanders.
Oh, getting the
James,
love.
losing 85 points as on Sync from Sync is not good. Yeah, the difference between Sync and Naz is just gaining space every week. It's ridiculous. But Hawksy is on track for 24-40. Again, we don't give a shit about projections at this point. Again, 2 games left, but projections being jack all. But that's solid. Only 22 because of Smith, not going to Kako Carvis. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people might have Kako's 98 stuck on the bench this week, unless they planned it well.
But like, in all honesty, when would you have expected anything more than a 40 from Kako? So people can say, "Oh, I was going to loop it." No, you weren't. No, you wouldn't. There's no way in hell anyone thought Kako would outscore Sinclair before the round. No chance at all.
Facts. It's annoying that the Spike game took 17 rounds after the preseason Spike game.
No, don't worry. He'll put up a -4 next week or something. It's just the way Kako operates.
He'll get injured. It's your boys, Ghosty. They'll injure him somehow. Soft tissue injury.
Chuck him in the back line, then he'll get injured. That's how it works.
Exactly. The Viking himself clutching up on debut for James. Very nice. He just looks like a really exciting player for the Saints. Like,
yeah,
he's what everyone kind of expected Kako to do with that flair for the Dons, except he's actually performing. So I think he's really good for footy. Really, really good. I'm going to shit all over Dons. I'm so sorry, Ghosty.
I'm a Sun supporter. I'm happy to get on the shit roasting.
Oh, yeah, it's about time. About time you were able to dish it out a little bit.
Oh, exactly. It's been years.
Yeah. But no, the Kako Spike game finally happened. Blue Ball is another legend. Weighing you beautiful. I mean, I think I kind of called this like not too long ago, saying this would be the season we have his absolute spike score, like his absolute ceiling for Naz.
Yeah.
And I say that, and I still did not trade him into my team for some reason. So that's on me. That's a poor decision.
He's going to be a must-have come the back end of the year too. They have a wicked run as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be seeing who I can flip to get him in, to be honest.
Well, I had the choice between him and Holmes, so I knew a lot of people jumped on Holmes for his run, but I was just like, there's more chance of a Holmes tag than a Naz tag. So I was like, I'll go with Naz and a little bit more, not a massive pod, but a little bit poddish, compared to everyone jumped on Holmes.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Naz is apparently going to be priced around the 600K mark, so this will be interesting because I don't think I'll have anyone, unless it's Holmes. I don't think I've got anyone that can do that. Oh, man, I could go yeah, we'll figure it out. That's next week's problem. But Naz is coming in for someone who's hitting the bed. That's very much happening next week. Hawksy nearly traded Simpson and Taru, but I really have to save the trades. Score's looking good, even with Baz missing. And then he had Naz as a starting pick too. Oh, that's
solid.
Naz 606. They reckon.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna be burning the house down and everything else to get him into my team next week. Jesus Christ.
I think I got him for 506 when he bottomed out.
All right, shut up. Shut up. I want to hear it.
I started Holmes too, so I've got that too. Just hanging around.
Oh, Rook, you got rid of DDK. I've still got the prick, so let me have something. Come on.
All right, so I've just removed them from stage because I was sick of hearing their shit. But no, they'll come back. Oh man, but yeah, horse, mate. Yeah, just cotton on parties. I guess we can imagine what happened down there.
I'm not shocked that he was a laid out. I'm not shocked that he was a laid out.
No,
they put him in officially as a laid out, but why would you even risk Bailey Smith against Richmond? Like, they come off the bye, give him another week. We'll list him for official reasons. We'll call him a laid out. This is nothing new from Geelong.
Fair. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, do we really expect anything else from
Yeah, this is
Geelong, from our boys?
any other team. Like it's Geelong. The laid out is just what it was.
Yeah,
It's always going to
exactly.
happen.
Can it please
But
be
no,
the last time? Like, can it
I
please
mean,
be the last time?
it probably will be, considering that they kind of need to start winning based on percentage to really lock in a top 4 spot now, because that top 4 is getting quite competitive.
It's got a Brownlow to win, man. Come on.
Oh, I think his drugs will say something else to that. But anyway, Daniel Green currently on 1748, 16 played. Got a high projection 2438. Got Clark, Brayshaw, Warner, Dawson, Rankin, Mills, and Track still to come. Very nice.
Have all
Very
them.
nice, Daniel. Yeah. Some of at least one of those guys are going to shit the bed, and it's probably going to be Warner. Let's be honest.
One of them has to.
Yeah, it's like, one of these guys going to shit the bed, and why is it Warner? It's not even a question. It's why is it Warner? Blueball has got kissed with a Kako E for Schmidt. Yeah, so see, this is the correct phrasing to use. Kissed. This summarizes the whole thing. Anyone that has Kako or held Kako this long, just for the DPP, absolutely kissed.
You didn't plan. Yeah, nobody planned that.
No way. No way. Not at all. Scorched Earth, another legend of the community. Welcome in, mate. Thanks for hanging out. There is a sexy Flanders in here. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, from across the ditch, you can see that. All the way from across the... Worst part is, it's like...
Damn, sexy Flanders.
It's nearly 1 a.m. over there, and this man is just that committed to it.
He is. It's great.
That's
the thing is,
I
we'll always get the same usual degenerates. And you guys that come in here, you guys know you're degenerates. Come on now. No one comes into an After Dark stream after a Saturday, which we all know in Supercoach is like the one that we lose our shit on because we start the week well, and then it just goes downhill real quick on Saturdays. So, fact you guys are here. Well, I mean, we're in the same boat, let's be honest. We just have to sit in front of the camera. But no, it just seems like at this point, Brad's chair is just a merry-go-round. So people are just keeping it warm for him until he decides to, I don't know, have a little cup of cement. We'll see how he goes. I'm going to give him shit because he didn't show up. After he said he would last week because he had his birthday drinks, which is fair enough, I suppose. Tari should be at North. That's what we need. I think you guys need a lot more than one player. I'm going to be real honest. We're real honest with that one. Ghosty, I guess I'm going to make the comparison here. Doms and North seem to be quite similar. What do you think they need? What do you think North Melbourne need?
Oh, fuck. How long you got? Realistically, I'd probably rather have North's list than Essendon's, and that's just not just talent-wise. They've got a lot of picks. Love Tristan Sherry as a ruck, like one of the best rucks in the comp. You got Nick Larkey up forward that he was kicking 5 goals with one leg, man. Like how is he doing that? Like their backline's probably what lets him down a bit, but Combin's shown a lot. So I don't know. Maybe it's Clarko and just the way he's got that old school mentality with how he coaches. But I'd still probably rather him than fucking Brad Scott because he just does random weird stuff, but it doesn't work out like Chris Scott. So yeah, I don't know. I reckon there's probably North's list has a lot of talent there. It's just I don't know. You got to do what like Dimmer's done at Gold Coast, which is he's completely turned the attitude and everything around. Like he's gone there. There's a difference in the way they play. You can tell.
Yeah, that's fair.
And neither
very, very fair.
or Essendon have that.
So based on what you've just told me, Ghosty, we're saying that Clarko had a gifted team previously.
Yes.
He was gifted it. Yep. Okay.
You want me to simply yes. Short and sweet.
That's all I wanted. I want to try and hook some people with that one.
Yeah.
Brian, end of round 15, I pushed all my chips onto the table, traded Baz out because he was nearly 100% owned by the top 1%. Brought Liver in as a pod. Looks good this week, but next week, who knows? That's a ballsy move.
That is big balls.
Yeah. That is big balls. Definitely paid off this week, considering you're going like a 171 round mark to a 0. So,
well, he also would have had someone playing in the round 16 bye as well because Baz was out.
Ooh. Yeah, what? Sometimes these big ball moves play off, bro. So, good job. Horse, we head in the bed. I love that fucking display picture, man. Fucking wild. With Whitfield and Sniff out, isn't great to have. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Boo Boo's 41 on field. Uh-oh. Yeah, look, I'm also in the same boat. I had Baz out and I had fucking Whitfield out, so I've had to cop Clark's 61 alongside Dale's 65. So North can also suck it because they put Constanti on fucking Dale. And then Bevo, who won, acknowledged the Supercoach community. Kind of a legend to do so, let's be honest, in the presser. But swings him fucking forward. Like, come on.
Best part is he appreciated that it wasn't just this time that we hate him. It's the previous times.
Again.
Yeah. They're gonna hate me again. It's like, yes, he knew about all the bevoing that he did last year. He knew that got to us.
Fuck what I would do to be on a fly on the wall to like see how much attention like the players and coaches actually give to Supercoach to see if they're actually around it.
Oh, 100%. Even the commentators, I watched the Brisbane game tonight, and even like it popped up Zach Bailey's ranking points, which is just Supercoach points. And they're like, 136 ranking points. That's a good night. That's a really good night for him. And I'm like, you guys play.
Yeah. Yeah. They know.
Yeah.
I was really scared when you put Dale forward because he started kicking goals. I'm like, fuck, don't get good in that position, please. You'll be stuck there. Please miss. Don't do it.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that Dunkley would fucking kick a bag tonight, but no.
Get back in the midfield. Tackle.
Which I didn't mind, but yeah, seeing that first quarter heat map, I was like, you're kidding. Why are you playing full forward?
He's a really good mark. Like, he actually is a really good mark.
He is. He's a great mark. He's a really good contested marksman, but
hopefully one goal isn't. And he's only every time he's played forward, who did he fill in for when Hipwood had to go back and everything like that?
Jack Payne.
Yeah. So he only kicked one that day as well. So hopefully the experiment's over. Just get back to your hole and play midfield, please.
Yeah, exactly. Hawksy's probably a bit salty now. He traded Max Hall out about 4 or 5 weeks ago. After a 28, made him 200k, was happy. Bloke has just gone back to back 120s out of nowhere.
You wouldn't be fielding him though. So like as much as I know he's just put up back to back 120s, you're not fielding rookies at this time of year. He would have sat on your bench, and this late in the weekend, you wouldn't have anybody to loop anymore. Like I've got, aside from Max Gorn, because I'm using the loop for Bont's VC score, I've got no bench. Like my bench has played all of them, so I couldn't loop him in anyway.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? You see these kind of players that pop off and you're like, oh, man, sucks not owning. But then the reality is like, you wouldn't have fielded them anyway. Like, let's be honest. If you have a Chera or even a Sinclair, you still expect Sinclair to perform better than a Hall.
Yeah.
You couldn't have predicted Hall going a 144. Like, what?
Yeah. Agreed.
Hawksy, you traded TDK, but Harold's son had him listed as first on Carlton's best last night.
What?
I don't know if you're taking the piss, Hawksy.
That's fine.
If that's true, I need you to find me a post and tag me in it. Because I'm making an absolute meme out of that this week.
How shit were their best then? Because if he's the first game, he kicked no goals again.
Goalless as a forward player. Ridiculous. And like Pitnet was the second highest scoring Supercoach player in their team. Like, there's no way he's not getting dropped now.
No. And their top scorer got subbed off.
TDK was the 6th worst player on the ground, including behind Oleg Markov, who goes to Bunnings before playing games, and Ronan Steele, who's never played a game of footy in his life.
There you go.
Not at AFL level.
That's a perfect summary.
Even Mitch McGovern, according to player rating, was better, and he was dog shit.
That's fucking wild. As well. But yes, I did trade TDK. I ain't trying to deal with that bullshit. He's gone. And Sinclair's gone for me. I've elected. How much is Sinclair? Probably dropped massively.
Now, man.
$3.30 in a bag of chips.
Can I at least get a nice coffee with a bag of chips? Fuck, man.
He's going to be like 500k. He's 538, break even at 164. And
right.
if he got 100, he was dropping 30.
Right. Maybe I can go. Maybe I can get rid of Taru. Maybe I can get Taru and bloody Sinclair, Naz in for someone and someone. I don't know. Fuck me. It's going to be a rough week. I'm going to 0. I'm burning everything.
I'm with you.
Uh,
Let's do it. Send it.
Yeah, we're going to do it together, and then we're absolutely going to check the fuck out of Supercoach until next year. Going to be wild. Pause up, ladies man. Welcome in, mate. If Wits wasn't out this week, I was getting tired to cover Baz, but couldn't, so went green and only got 22 for this week. There you go. Yeah, I was annoyed that Wits was out. I knew a few people, such as Horse from the Insight Boys, had Wits. Then was a managed, which was a bit annoying because he was probably due to have a decent game too.
I think we're also expecting Vigo to play as well, but we got Todd. Yeah.
Wits still would have done a good job on Goldstein though.
Would have taken him to the cleaners.
Absolutely. Yeah, unfortunate, but I mean, are we really surprised with this season? Like, let's be honest. This season's been absolutely dog's breakfast. Like, even me being in my second year, from all like the very experienced guys, such as Ghosty, who's been playing for ages. I'm not sure. How long have you been playing for, Flanders?
I played. This is my second year, and last sort of patch I played probably a few years ago. I played for about 4 or 5 years. Didn't play over the COVID seasons. So
fair enough. Yeah, so even like from what I'm hearing from the more experienced guys that have played the last 5, it's like an absolutely like trash year. Like even this year's just gone absolute dogs. Like it's ridiculous. So I'm not sure what learnings we can take from it either. Like there's no like, how do you learn from this season outside of the typical don't trade your primos? But even then, your primos are getting bloody fucking injured.
The only thing I've learned is just hope you've got good fucking luck because that's it. You can't. Yeah, pretty much. Logic doesn't exist. Yeah, because coaches ruin it or players ruin it. So just fucking pick who you like and let the prick score.
Yeah. Yeah, Hawksy, I tend to agree with this. He ain't winning a Brownlow if his DE doesn't improve. That's for sure. Speaking of fucking poor DE, I don't know what bloody Baz did to Holmes, but he passed on his bloody tactics because Holmes couldn't hit the side of the fucking barn at Jazz's farm. Fucking ridiculous. This man was, it was so frustrating. So frustrating. Because I'm like, yeah, it was so bad. And I'm like, he's going to be a solid captain. Last time Baz was out, he absolutely had a blinder, at BMHBA, good old Alphabet Stadium. Cool, awesome. I'm locked in. 130 VC on Bond that people took. No, I'm not worried. I've got a 140 in Holmes. Suck my ass.
It was like 36 touches, 12 contested possessions, 11 inside 50s, nearly 800 meters gained. No, doesn't mean shit.
Yep. Like I said, you literally give him like a 15% DE increase. It's a 120. To 120. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to rage ball it. These after darks are going to definitely be therapy sessions moving forward, I believe. Jason, still love your profile pic, mate. Trying to hold a spot for the man that can't rock up. How have your rounds been so far? I feel like I've done something so far, but who knows? I don't know what you've done so far, Jason, but I hope it's better than me. It tends to be the theme over the last couple of weeks, but these two boys are tracking quite well. Sitting around, currently on 19-ish.
Yeah, 1950. I am.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, so he doesn't even have it up. He's too afraid. He's so dumb.
I'm on. How many have I got fucking left? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 left, and I'm on just under 1,700. So projected about 2, 3 something. Nothing great. Like pretty. Who the fuck knows? Let's just. That's where I'm at now. Who knows where I'll be?
It'll be what it'll be.
That's it.
Exactly.
I can't change it now.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully you're having a good week, Jason. I'm sure it's better than mine because I'm currently on 17 something and don't have many to play. So fucking love life. Today, Jez Cameron admitted on camera that he knew Baz was not playing yesterday. Just a laid out Geelong's usual BS. Third time this year has been a laid out. Yeah, I mean, like again, no one was surprised at all. At all. Like we kind of expect that there's going to be a laid out at some point, especially when Bose is named emergency. You just know. If he's named in the emergency, you just know someone's laid out.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Burner 77, welcome in, mate. Where was the Sinclair when I didn't own him? I don't know what he was doing. He was actually playing bloody football. Now he's, I don't know. I don't know what Sinclair's doing. I don't know what Lyon's doing to him, but Brian, very good comment here. Fuck, do we need to go merit? You know what's more frustrating? There was a situation when I actually grabbed Merritt this week instead of Tuke.
I own him. I'm not proud of it, but I do.
To be fair, you guys were kind of owed this big score if you held him.
Oh, I picked him up for like 608k, and like just was absolutely fucking touched all year. Like I had to point at a doll, like here's where he touched me, Mr. Supercoach.
Yeah,
it was that bad.
Yeah.
So 159. Yeah, correct. 159 was the least he fucking owes me.
Yeah. It's so annoying, but I'm still happy. Did Tuke get scaled up? No, he didn't. Damn, I thought he got scaled.
It's amazing what happens when you play a player where he should play.
I feel like you can apply this to almost all coaches in the AFL. It's like, geez, you've got a player that's come up from the VFL or whatever, and or where they previously played. Shees will be in a perfect example. Oh, let's play him on ball, like he's good at, and then absolutely fucking kills it and does well for Supercoach. And then they go, no, the halfback. We're gonna sit him in the half forward line. We're gonna struggle to get it to him, but we're gonna put him there anyway. Because if we do get it to him, kick the ball.
To answer this question with actually some, genuine thought process, I might be the wrong podcast list.
No, go for it.
He played Gold Coast, and the word tag hasn't existed for them for the last 4 years.
Yes.
Don't.
Yeah.
He brought his own ball.
Yeah. It's too reactionary, in my opinion. We see, wouldn't surprise me if people trade in Max Hall now because he's going back-to-back 120s. Like, just calm your farm. Like, players score really good, then they score shit. It's just, it's the year. Like, That's it. So just back who you think overall, who you like, get them in and leave it. Don't just be like, oh, shit, if you're trading whoever scored the highest every week, you'd be fucked the week after because they don't do it. Like, it's always up and down. So,
yeah, no, I agree.
I'll get Dan Curtin after last week.
Yeah, that's it. He was highly traded in. I swear he was on the Supercoach list. It was like top 5, and he was in the traded in. I swear.
It's so easy to get lost in our little our world of competitive Supercoach when there's so many casual players, and when we look at the general trades of all coaches, it's just wild. And we forget our little bubble that we're in.
Yep.
It's so funny.
Curtin's made 222 grand and he has a -2 break even. Just for all those playing at home. He was like 160 grand at the start of the year.
I know there's one dude sitting on bloody 7 trades and 1 boost, just waiting to make these weird plays. There's one. There's got to be something.
One of the guys I work with has 7 trades and 3 boosts, and I'm like, "What the fuck's the point, bro? What's the point?"
And does he play for overall, or is he playing for leagues?
I don't even know if he fucking plays, but he has Jai Simpkins, so I'll leave it at that.
Oh, that says fucking everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's your first boost right there.
Yeah. Legit. Paul, now accepted the Blues are crap. Stop trading any of them in. Traded in Holmes, Anderson, and Magnificent Naz. Oh, that's awesome. Very, very good. Yeah. I mean, look, Chera had a really bad game last week, but even this week, he's back to old Chera that we knew. Still, as a bottom score of 89, I'd still take that.
No, I fucked him off.
Yeah, you cracked it.
I went him to Bont, and that was it.
Well, I mean, if you're going to pick out of those two, you go and Bont every day.
That's it. I was like, no, I just don't want any shit players from this team. I raged it after Vice brought Pitnet in, but I was like, TDK is gone next week, then I have no fucking Carlton players. So, mate, I'd even trade TDK to Dan Curtin if I could, if he was a ruckman. But fucking, he's tall enough to play get in there.
That man is a mountain. I went and watched the Adelaide Essendon game earlier in the year. That man is fucking huge.
Yeah, big
boy.
boy.
James, Grundy trading this week, 150 plus, surely. What do we think Grundy does this week? Because he's got the dual rucks of Jackson and Darcy. Do you reckon they'll nullify him a little bit?
A lot of his stuff's after Ruck contest. So it was like 10 or more kicks, he averaged 155, something stupid. So if they can nullify him actually getting run. The other part is they're saying this ground is good up in Sydney. It's going to be fucked. It's going to be fucked. So he's going to do dog shit because that ground's cooked.
One of the three of Darcy, Jackson, or Grundy are getting injured. Calling it now.
Oh, wonder which one.
What are the odds on all three?
Which one do you think's going to get injured out of those three? Did you say?
I actually reckon Darcy is the last man standing, just because logic doesn't apply to AFL this season.
Yeah, and
I kind of hope it's Jackson for everyone who owns Jackson, so I get a bit of grace.
In all seriousness, I was chatting with Brad about this. People need to really stop expecting 150s. You got taught a lesson today. Everyone thinking Holmes was going to go 150. If someone's got a decent matchup and are in really good form, maybe a 120, you'd go, all right, that's what we're aiming for. If you get higher than that, well done. I did not think Naz would get a 155 or whatever he got tonight, 157, whatever. It's just like the 150 expectations, they're ridiculous, and it's not going to happen, especially when you're rejecting a Sherry or a Bont VC for these crazy, so you can make up an extra possibly 10 to 15 points. Like, yeah, they're starting to really annoy me a bit. People like 150, 150, 150. All right, see how many you get actually when you do expect it, and they do happen occasionally, but man, don't expect a 150.
That's what I mean. Is like at the end of the day, it's all speculative. Like we're all just speculating on what we think could happen, but it doesn't mean that's gonna happen. We can take our estimate, educated guesses of what could happen. But it was quite funny though, because I saw a few people when they were asking, "Oh, do I take Sherry's VC? Do I take Bont's VC?" People are like, "Oh no, there's going to be a couple, 150s in there. Like risk it on Holmes, risk it on Baz, or Dacos or whatever it is." I'm like, bro, you have a guarantee, and everyone's like, "Oh no, this week you got to bump up the minimum to like a 130." I'm like, no, if it's above a 120, like if anything, the season should have told you lower your VC cap to like 120 because anything can happen. But speaking of Sherry, Brian wants to know, do we think he plays next week, considering that he spent, what was it, the last 12 minutes off?
Yeah.
Didn't show his head again?
He'll play. He passed concussion protocols. They're still monitoring him, and I think normally you'd expect something to come out in the next 24 hours, which it's now been 24 plus. So,
I like spoke about this with Brad as well, obviously, and same thing. He came off for his usual rotation. He stayed on, and it was like 6-7 minutes he was on rucking still. Like, he didn't look great, but he came off at his usual rotation time. HIA takes 15-20 minutes. That's all that was left in the game, so he didn't come back. It's as simple as that. He doesn't wear the helmet for concussion issues. It's from a facial fracture, so it's not like it's lingering issues that he's had to deal with before. And just even his demeanor when the trainers were near him, and players were asking him if he's all right, he was pretty much telling them to fuck off and leave him alone. So I would dare say he will play, but if not, TDK is going to Gorn next week, because I don't know who North Melbourne would even have as a ruck option. Finbar, maybe he would have to ruck most of the game.
Oh, that one mark where it was just like a 2-foot jump from Finbar.
Yeah.
Where you just like went fucking diagonal. That was one of the best marks I've seen.
You got to keep playing him. They're the kind of blokes you need to have in your team, like the Tarus and like your Zach Butters that just goes mental when the ball's right there. Like that, you need those blokes. You have to have them playing.
For sure. Before we get into the next question, if you guys are hanging out with us, first, thanks for hanging out with us degenerates. It's been a wild week as always, but make sure you like the stream before you do ever dip out for whatever reason. Again, we just love hanging out, talking absolute shit on Saturday nights. Was considering doing an early after dark last night, but ended up being a bit crook myself, so no good. But again, the after darks are going to be pretty consistent to the end of season. Again, you're going to get one video from me during the week with just updates, but I'm sure I'll get subbed in on the Insight Boys channel as always for whatever reason. So make sure you guys yeah, exactly. Make sure you guys suss them out if you guys haven't already. And we're still trying to pressure Ghosty into getting a webcam. He hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. I've spent all my money in Supercoach. No cash in, bro.
Gold's like $30. I got a second webcam here. I'll post it to you. Pay me $5.
Done.
Making deals. Making deals.
No, we'll be getting it. We'll get it. I'll get it by the end of the season. Promise. We'll have at least one after dark where you can see my beautiful face.
There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, we're waiting. Look like marriage. Max Hall, 27 touches, 3 goals. What the fuck? Yep, pretty much. Sums up the week. Heard a couple of people say that Codwell copped a small injury. Is that true? Ghosty, you're a Dons man. Have you heard anything about this?
He got tackled and his ankle was sort of like in the tackle, and he's very injury prone, as we know. Love the way he plays, but yeah, it just came off. There wasn't much left in the game, and he got his ankle iced up. So saw a tweet from Brad. He was pretty unhappy with that. He was pretty pissed. But yeah, I don't know. He should be. Hopefully, he'll be all right, and it's just precautionary. But yeah, didn't look great.
Yeah, that's not good. I will say, absolutely, completely sidebar note, my game day squad is so good, but also so bad. I forgot to bloody replace Bailey Smith, so I got an absolute 0 on the field. But I do have a Silver Maxi Holmes who did very well on game day, and I have a Naz in my team. So you know what? Supercoach can absolutely suck an egg this week, but game day squad, I'm coming for that top score. Not really. Pax, the way Sherry passed out on the ground, props concussion protocols. I think that's the only thing that could potentially like sway the medical team is that he actually took a fucking nap on the field. Yeah. Like he actually napped for a solid 10 seconds.
He did. He was out. But he passed the test. They can only go based off what that test is. And I could count probably on one hand comfortably in the last 3-4 years how many guys have been failed after, like past the game day one, and then failed one during the week.
Yeah.
It's just so unlikely.
Yeah.
That's what I mean is we're just hoping that since he passed, they don't even run the protocol because they've already done it technically.
Oh, yeah. Did they employ the port doctors over there? Because shit, that's some port doctor shit.
Fucking oath it is.
That
really would be.
Do you remember Libbers when he passed out in the middle of the field and Parrish had to like fucking nearly carry him? He was like, stop the game. You got the opposition trying to get someone to fucking help you. So
yeah, legit. That's pretty nuts. Really bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah.
Blue ballers, please don't talk about my bag as it hurts too much.
Nah, fucking.
Pick another team, bro. Chuck in that membership. Get someone. I actually saw. Again, I will always harp on about these guys. The Giants social media team is A1, top tier,
elite.
And some person tagged the Giants and say, "Oh, you guys still have memberships available?" And it was so good. It was so good. Luke didn't watch the Saints game. What's wrong with Sinclair? We honestly can't pin it to anything. He's just not getting the ball. Like there was like the first game, he actually had a shocker, and he was just literally sitting in the back pocket doing nothing. And then like his heat map doesn't actually look too bad. Like it's probably what we expect. But Naz just kind of took the game. Like he had 40 plus disposals to Sinclair's 22.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. They definitely look for Naz more. They like you see they turn their heads, and as soon as they see him, it's pop. They do that to Caleb Daniel too, but Caleb Daniel kicks it straight back to the opposition. So
yeah, exactly. Daniel, boys, I'm in the FFT Wogs League, rank 120 man league. I'm seeing some huge projections. Like that's leading has a projection of 2,600. Fuck. Sitting at 2496, very solid. It's looking like a solid week. Captain Holmes might only fuck up. That's awesome, bro. That's gonna be a massive week. But that fucking projection of 2,600 is ridiculous. As some would say in the community, gonna be some big scores this week. Peter, 310 captain. My only win, and I can attest to this because me and Hurls put this man. He left us a comment on Twitter. He's like, guys, do I captain Naz or do I go someone tomorrow? And we were just like, no, you gotta go the Wang. So this is my win. I couldn't captain him. But you know what? Peter, I'm so happy for you, mate. Congratulations.
For our man Peter. Flag Suns. He's one of the very few Sun supporters, so I gotta give a shout out to Pete. We rocked that in the Insight WhatsApp chat together.
Beautiful. Yes, FTTP. Gotcha, Daniel. Bernard's thinking and taking McCarthy's 82 over Roberts on field at the moment. Roberts' ring roll doesn't look like he could go 80s. Yeah, I'd probably take a nice 82 than risk it.
Punt Roberts anyway if you got the trades.
That's it.
Literally, Roberts and TDK were gone for me this week anyway. So
Roberts this week too.
Yeah, Luke's in a couple 2,600s. Oh, stop it, guys!
Send the team. I want to see who they've got because that's horseshit. If you've got Baz out, and that must be one of the 1,500 that traded Baz out. Otherwise, the projection's bullshit.
Yeah. Now this is like we thought Kako was kissed. This is even more kissed. Someone holding on Max Hall. They put the E on him and they get him for Baz. That's absolutely kissed.
Lovely.
Jesus. Why do coaches allow the opposition's best kicker and most damaging player to run free and do whatever the fuck they want? That's a good question. If we haven't picked up anything yet, coaches don't know how logic works. So,
Yeah.
you
Well, Bailey Dale didn't. he got to move, so Clarko did something. Isn't it funny that when Clarko finally makes a move, it still fucks us over? Like, it's not the right... She's all forward. Fucking, oh, you want to tag? Yeah, but we're going to tag one of the halfbacks that's in everyone's team, Dale. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Clayton, another legend of the community. Thanks for joining us, mate. Good evening, gents. Finally, Naz into my team. Bang. What a great debut for your team. Thank you, Roberts, for your service. However, I could have also grabbed Dangerfield using Sheldrick for flex. It felt sideways. Yeah, I definitely would have rather, go Naz than go to Dangerfield in, for sure. So I think you made the best call there. The game's on at the same time tonight was so bad. End up watching bits of both. Surely ADL can do better. Well, to my knowledge, I believe the scheduling of games has been passed on for next season.
Hope so.
Right, responsibility-wise?
It's been good most of the year, but recently it's just been shit house.
Right.
They've only got 2 games on tomorrow, don't they? Instead of the 3 like usual.
Yeah, 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah. Like, why wouldn't do we need to have both? Well, we had the 2 Friday night games and 2 games at the same time tonight. Like, it probably would have been smart to have one on the Sunday and give teams a little extra rest as well.
They could have moved that Perth game to like 6:10 twilight.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Friday night.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. There you go. Hurls is complaining he didn't captain Naz. And I just replied to him saying, at least you have him. Come on, Hurls. Week is pissed. Be better. Traded Baz for Cameron today. Could have been better. Might trade him back to Shearer or Bolton. Oh, that's wild. You will 100% be trading Baz back in.
You're going to have to.
But you're paying easily over 600 for it. Oh, he's got a high break even.
Yeah, he does it.
Price.
One thing for everyone who traded him out this week and suck eggs on that is they have Richmond in the grand final, in Supercoach grand final.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a shit show.
That's what I mean. Like, he's the only forward, other than if you count Luke Jackson, that, like, all the other forwards that are there, the primos, your Rankins, your Warners, your Boltons, fucking even McRae sometimes, they get between 70 and a 120. Like, they can go anywhere in that range. Baz is like the only consistent F1 that is, what's his floor? Like 90, and he gets a 120s heap. So if you've gotten rid of him, like, it'll be probably good in the short term, but if you've got to get him back in, or anti-potting him for the rest of the year is not good with their run.
He's 2 games behind everybody else, and he was still like every other forward, and he's still 40 points ahead of everybody.
Oh, really well.
Track's on 1489 and Smith's on 1529. Smith's played 13, Track played 15.
There you go.
Well, good luck using those last final trades to get Baz back in, ladies and gentlemen. Hawksy's thinking that he might get Rosie in for Sinclair to get his get an F6 with his cash for one trade. To have one trade left for the season, then log off. Not bad. Baz to Naz, thoughts? No.
Oh, Jesus. What? They're acting like he's done his ACL or something. He'll be back next week.
he's not Power Pepper, my king.
No.
I loved watching Pal Pepper absolutely shove the trainers off him when he came off.
Yeah, he's like, fuck off. I've done it once before. I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. Peter had to play Johnson, Clark, Bombers, Rooks, but Wang C still put a smile on the dial. But that's not too bad, though. Like, Johnson's still got a 79, and, like, Clark 61 isn't the worst when you got Dale going 65. Like, you're 4 points behind, really.
I like Clark.
Not bad at all. And I'm glad not that I can bloody get Johnson's score at any point, because my total midfield is done now. Like, I've only got 5 players, and most of them it's Rucks and forward line and Mills. But they're fine. They're fine scores. Like, they'll keep you around the mark.
Yeah.
Oh, Max Hall negative 27 break even next week.
Yeah, negative 27, 400 grand. as well.
Sheesh. Wild. James, don't say they'll get injured. I have Jackson and Grundy. I hope one of them does. Not really. Not really. Not for you, James. Not for
The
you.
bitterness is coming out to play. Like, just
I've been nice all season, all right? I get
No,
that
you
one
have.
week where I'm absolutely
Genuinely
log.
a
Come
nice
on
guy.
now. I'm a nice guy.
You are.
Says not a nice guy at any time. Of course, I only say 150 certainty is gone against Eagles or Sherry versus them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then, I wouldn't be saying it. Even then.
People start to remember that like nobody averages 125 plus, 130 plus for the year. On a very rare occasion do they do that. So for every 150, there has to be 100. For every 180, there has to be an 80.
Yeah.
Like
Completely agree.
has to swing both ways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Do Saints have an early game soon? I want a NAS VC. Great question.
I'll have a bit of a look into that now for you.
Oh, see the numbers, man. Doing the numbers things.
That's it.
Gotta love it. Malachi, I love your rookie question. Are you wearing a wig? Surely no man's hair can look that good. You'd be wrong. All natural. Goldilocks over here, mate. All beautiful.
If you want prelim final, they have Friday night Essendon.
Oh, get
round 23 Essendon.
That's it. I'm getting Naz next week. I'm breaking my team to get Naz in.
Sinclair will get back in form as well. Don't worry.
Stop it. No, I'm not even. No, that's not happening.
No, the best part is you could run him into a Bont C because he plays Sunday that weekend against West Coast, last game of the round.
Oh. I'll write that down.
Disgusting.
Yeah, round 23 VCC locked in.
Done.
That's disgusting. X. Welcome in, mate. 25-23 projection. Very nice. We vibing. Thank you, Jack Martin. Thank you, Naz. Thank you, Roma. Yeah, Marshall had a good game. What did Martin do?
He did 84.
84.
I think.
He's been pretty solid.
84, yeah.
It's Richmond.
He's been pretty
25
solid.
touches and a goal. 9 marks. He outdid Stewart, actually. Stewart only did 72.
Yeah, Stewart didn't do well at all. Lizard King, thanks for hanging out with us, mate. My triple Ds. God damn. Darcy, Daniel, and Dal were very saggy this week. Traded Merritt last week. Sinclair score half of what Naz did. I am sad. Yeah. Though I feel like a lot of people would have got off Merritt last week too.
Yeah. Sinclair. I like that too.
Yeah, Sinclair is definitely his official title now. It's Jack Steele season. Since when?
He had a good game. I wouldn't say I'd buy into it. He had a 114 and he's like 500 grand.
I'm looking at his bloody previous.
Have you seen their run home though? It's filthy.
Good. Yeah. They have a good run home. That's why I brought Naz.
Yeah. North, their finals is North, Richmond, Essendon, GWS.
Yeah.
I repeat, I'm getting in Naz. I don't care. I'm going down to 0. I'm over it. Pal Pepper out for the year. Yeah, it does look like it. Apparently, it's an ACL.
Poor guy.
40-30th shit team, 3 trades. Pod C is me. VC was gold. Yeah, there you go. I left Baz on 2. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Gold Naz. Oh, you X. I got him in bronze, but a gold Naz would be fucking wild. That's wild. At least Tom Lynch improved his stat line. Like this one. Oh boy.
Cool.
He's hanging out in the coach's box. I was waiting for him to punch the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nothing about me being a bit of Gold Coast sport or nothing.
Yeah, as we say around the parts, bad day to be drywall.
Yeah.
X, how people not sold Roberts? Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. I didn't really want to because I didn't want to race with the trade, but that role change is killer. Rod streaming from Horse's house. Yeah, he is. He's in his basement.
Yeah. I took over his computer. Horse couldn't work it.
Yeah, love it. Stuart, current score of 22.56 with 4 scores to account. Yep, my GDS fine looking good. Or is this other shit you're talking about? I'm same base, Stuart. I'm just worried about GDS at the moment. Supercoach is in the bin this week. Thomas, trade Bolton to Holmes for 630k this week. Not sure if I'm mad about it. It's salty in the wound there. Got Bolton covering for Baz, so I'm counting on a 30, maybe a 5.
That's impressive depth though, to have Bolton as like F7 then.
Yeah, if you kept Bolton as a loop, you've done well. Let's be honest.
Gone to 24 primos. I didn't even get to 23.
Yeah, I got 22 at McCarthy. Yeah,
Same, yeah.
that hasn't backfired at all. Because I feel that the game around 24 will be a Saturday, as lots of Geelong v Richmond games since 1908 have been played on Saturdays as well. Like a random fact there, Causa.
I thought I was the numbers guy. I probably just screwed that one.
Yeah. Love it, Causa. Keep dropping the facts. I feel like some spud is going to get weekly this week by selling Baz and Whitfield. Probably, but this is the thing. There are purely teams out there that like make trades per week just to chase the weekly, though. Like some people literally just do it. They try for weeks on end, and then when they're like out of trades and they don't get it, they log out for the season. Like I know people that literally do that. So Bont is a good get for me in finals for sure. Yeah, especially with what Flanders just said. Round 23 is going to be dirty if you don't have Naz and Bont. So I'll be scared. X, I must say, go on.
Yeah, just you got to buy them. You can't not have them. Not for that.
I wonder, is there a way I can get? Maybe I sell homes. I sell the home.
No, you can't sell the home because he has another great run too.
Yeah.
Why not? I want to sell him.
Because he has Richmond in the grand final.
Yeah, I know. I'm not getting Bont. I probably can get Bont more than I can get Naz. Let's be honest.
Fair.
But I feel like Richards versus a Bont is kind of like an even matchup in some cases.
I'd rather buy Richards. Oh, you already got Richards.
Yeah, I got Richards.
Yeah,
Which is why I don't feel inclined to get Bont.
I wouldn't buy Bont. They're happy to have Bont tagged out of a game. They don't care anymore. They just need to make sure Richards is playing.
Yeah. Good point you hit by X. I must say, I don't get how Meek can put up 60 hitouts on Roma. Roma's dome, and Roma's still goes 130. I think it's just the versatility of the player, really. I could not just score.
I was going to say, question for you boys, because I could have done that sideways, getting TDK to Romo this week, and I've already had Romo on my team this year, so I did not want him again. I wanted one of the big boys. Who would you be looking at picking between Gawn, Jackson, and Grundy? If you had the choice. Money is not really a factor.
Gawn's finals, I think, looks really good. I think. Yeah.
The whole reason why I kept Gawn is that final stretch home.
Yeah, he goes
Run too, I think, as well.
20 round 20 to the end is St Kilda, West Coast, Dogs, Hawthorn, and Collingwood.
Yeah.
There's not a hard matchup there.
Grundy has a good run too, which is actually the next comment. I didn't even read that until just now.
Yeah, so next one by Jackson is, does Grundy continue the hot stretch? Run home looks pretty damn good. To my knowledge, he has like the second easiest ruck run.
I know he's got Essendon, West Coast, Geelong in there. Marshall, I think, is next week. He's got. So it's all pretty, And they're probably the two, honestly. I think I'd probably leave Jackson and probably be mainly looking at Gawn or sending it for Grundy, just based on their runs. But
well,
if I had the choice, I'd go Grundy for the pod.
That's what I was thinking too.
Just make sure he doesn't get injured tomorrow.
Yeah, put your Juju on one of the other boys, please, Ruck.
Yeah, exactly. I'll send Morris Finance over to him, just like Chris Scott does. Well, so I still don't have McRae, so I guess he's in with that run next week. Yeah, look, I may have been wrong about my vendetta against McRae because I made a call that I think the horny man will be ahead of McRae, and that's absolutely gone to shit.
Oh.
So, my bad. The horse himself from inside, bunch of lady legends. Hope the in-laws are fun, mate.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're curing the quiet night for you with a bit of after dark specialties. Clayton, for a bit of fun for each of you, here we go. This is where we get into after dark. We're veering out of Supercoach, thank God. What is your favorite music genre, and what artist is currently topping your playlist rotations? Clayton, this is your first time, mate, on the stream, so I'll start with you.
In the younger generation side of me, I like the revitalization of pop punk coming back. I'm a big fan of that. So a bit of the new version of MGK, not the rap version. That one can fuck off. The new pop punk version of him. I can get behind a bit of that.
Okay. I like it. Ghosty, what about you?
Yeah, early days I was a bit of a metalhead, and it depends what mood I'm in. But I love rap and hip hop and stuff. But Love Posty. I do love MGK as well. Bit of Eminem, obviously, was my childhood as well. So just depends what mood I'm in, but they're always go-tos. I never, once they pop on the radio or the stereo, I don't really change it. Just let it go through. So good playlist for them.
That's totally fair. I'm literally going to my Spotify to see what's currently coming up. What's my on repeat playlist? So I am a metalhead through and through, but I have this weird part where I'm like loving 80s synthwave style, like vaporwave, all that sort of shit. So my current song is "Dark All Day" by Gunship. If you haven't sussed it, please go suss it. It's so
I'll listen to that for you, mate. I want to
it's
hear it.
so good. You will be erect.
I already am.
X also has gold. Real good tomorrow. Very nice. Bolton looping with McCarthy. Oh yeah, there you go. I like it. Clayton also agrees it's Steel season. Agreed that the Saints run is great. Have Steele, McRae, Naz, Sinclair for the run home.
I'd rather McRae, but if you've got the whole lot and you're happy to sort of schedule stack, I could get behind Jack Steele. Price.
Yeah, I considered grabbing him in, but I don't know. I had him last season. It was just bittersweet.
He's going to be under 500.
Maybe I have to get him. Shit.
You've only got 2 trades left, mate. You want to get 6 blokes in next week. What are you going to do?
Mate, my name is X. All right, I'm this bloke. I've got unlimited trades. Thomas, moving into looking into future fixtures. Adelaide and Sydney are king for round 24. Have a look, shall we? Round 24. Sydney have West Coast. Geelong have Richmond.
I've got to have Grundy for that.
And Adelaide have North. Adelaide
have North. There you go. So you want to stock up on your Dawsons,
Got
your
him.
Holmes and Smiths, and probably your Grundy, your Heaney, and your Errols. I still don't know about Water. Water, doesn't even matter on the matchup. Depends which Water rocks up.
Zach Butters is going to go off because he's playing Gold Coast and they've never heard of the word tag.
True.
He fights through tags anyway, Zach Butters. He's one of the few that he loves it. I fuck it. Watching him and Viney a couple of weeks ago, I was just laughing. He was in Viney's face every chance he could get, and it was so good.
You could actually fade Dacos that week if you wanted to as well, because he comes up against Melbourne. So if anyone does have a one-game matchup trade hanging around, you could jump off Dacos onto somebody else for grand final.
Not a bad shout.
If someone has the trades, then that's a beauty. I'm gonna be at 0.
Yeah, for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at 0. I'm full sending. Maynard looked awesome this weekend. Now injury free and cheap. Interesting flex option. Yeah, I don't know.
Draft.
Yeah, probably draft. Cheap 24 shouts of Flanders and Maynard. Both around 385. Still wouldn't touch Flanders with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, thanks, mate.
He's right there, mate. What do you say?
Well,
I'll go fuck myself.
He's in Horse's basement. I mean, that's got to say something. Come on now.
I'm actually in yours. That's why I don't have the camera on.
Yeah, I told you to keep it down. All right, stop ringing that damn bell. I gave you water like half hour ago. I don't know why, but when you said that, I imagined the bloody. Hopefully, you guys are cultured. That scene from Breaking Bad, where that dude's tied up in the basement of Jesse's house.
Just like coming down to flick dog food at me, mate. What's going on?
Yeah, do you want wet or dry?
If you're flicking it at me, probably wet. Dry,
yeah.
I might hurt a bit.
Yeah, I love it. If you're buying a Ruck now, just get Gorn or Grundy. I reckon go Grundy.
That's the decision. Grundy. Yeah, I think I'll go Potty probably and go Grundy. And probably my last one would be Taru on the bench, maybe for some DPP.
Yeah, that's nice. Jackson's also in the same boat and reckons he's going Grundy as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully Tim Mitchell isn't doing the same.
Correct.
Very good. Harry, welcome in, mate. Bringing in Whitfield when I had the chance to get Naz, traded Neil last week over Dunkley, and held the Horny Man when he was injured. Pretty much sums up the year. Yeah. Not great. Eagles boys, very, very good. Was I play Platinum Naz in Classic Game Day squad this week? Very, very solid. And X Sherry to Grundy round 24, not a bad shout with X facing Rob. I don't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind it.
If anyone has trades coming into the final round, there can be some wild shit going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be around the mark that I need to be, but
no, they should write a guide on how to keep your fucking trades then too, because if they got one at round 24, Jesus.
It's called only open the app after round 10.
That might be a good strategy, to be honest. I might have to do that.
Yeah. Hold everything elite till round 8 to 10. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, exactly. I guess a real a nice sign for those that did hold, probably begrudgingly, anyone that held a Lockie Neal kind of got rewarded too at 126 tonight, which was nice.
Yeah.
Well, we've said, score shit, then you score good. It happens.
I am lucky. I've had all the shit midfield primos. I own Dunkley, Dacos, Sarong, Neil, and Merritt. It's like all the dog shit. Yeah, they've all paying off.
Yeah, I had the first couple you said, and then I was like, oh, well, my midfield shit. And then I didn't have the last couple, so it was all right.
I think the one that, while they're great examples, if there was probably one that was probably like the greatest hold, I'm calling it as Finn Callahan. If you held,
yes,
elite,
yeah,
absolutely elite.
Pisses me off. Fucking dog.
I mean, you're just mad that you got Toby Green in, and then he got injured, and then you traded him out.
And now, so you bring him in, and he scores well for you. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So don't bring him.
Trades in Toby Green. I didn't even want him in draft. I didn't even want him in draft.
There was logic behind it. It was to get Caden Cleary off the field, and everyone wore that 5 where he was the fucking sub, and I didn't. Toby got me a 60 something, which was shit. But look at him now, fucking one. What did he get? 120 or something last week. He's had like 5 120s this year. But I just wanted rookies. I wanted rookies gone.
Shit, don't make me look at him.
I've been talking to Ghosty about it. If Pitto wasn't named this week, I was most likely going to go Clark and Johnson to like a May and Green, Toby Green. Just so I can get McCarthy to loop. Yeah. And actually have 23 primos, but no, Voss had to do Voss things, which ultimately ended up probably for better structure because I get more pods now. But it is what it is. I told you Kako was a primo. No, you didn't. You lie. Houdini, new face in here. Welcome in, mate. Thanks for the content, lads. Got TDK out. Just not sure if I go Gordon or Jackson. Ooh.
I would always back in Gorn. I think.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to fill a ruck spot, you take Gorn. If you're trying to fill a forward spot, take Jacko.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Harry, when your tin ass opponent has Kako as emergency for tin ass is definitely great.
Surely there's not that many people that still have Kako.
Oh, see, I've been saying in my videos for the longest of time now, any week's a good week to trade out Kako. Yeah, except for this week because he gets a bloody 90 plus.
Yeah.
Damn. Think about it this way. Who's the prettier face? I'm going to say Gorn. Gorn's a prettier man than Jackson right now.
So Kako between round 6 and this round, so like the last 10 rounds, his lowest was like 210 and his highest was 234. So there's like 25 grand over 10 rounds that he fluctuated between.
Stops.
Any round's a good round. Get out of here, Kizzer. I can see you putting in Kako. I'm not having a bar of anybody.
What a legend. Welcome in, Kizzer. Welcome in. This fucking came in clutch finally. Yeah, he did. In the week that people held him to have a clutch game, it did. And Hawksy has always held him purely because I just never made it work in terms of upgrading him. Someone else was always the priority. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, kissed. Yeah. Absolutely kissed.
Like, I remember I traded him to fucking Al Hawley, and then he got subbed off after playing well and then dropped, so that was great.
I'm fairly sure I traded Kako to Simpson.
That was shit too, wasn't it?
That was a master stroke.
Is he close to coming back yet, or what? Are we going to get him?
I don't think he's coming back this season at all. And I've traded Simpson out for I don't know who. I think I traded Simpson out for Johnson, and this little fuck goes and gets injured too. Gets suspended first off, and then gets injured. Oh man,
Uh,
I'm just. I don't even know what I'm going to do next season. I'm going to take some wild approach. Man, it's going to be ridiculous, but it's going to
I'm
work.
going to do an experiment this week, and I'm going to go back and watch your first After Dark and watch how happy you are, and then compare it to this one where you wishing
my mental
injuries
decline.
and fucking you're like, fuck this player and fuck him.
Don't
I
worry,
wonder
the
if I
numbers
reach
go
out.
up.
Yeah, I wonder if I reach out to Herald Sun if they'll cover my therapy bills. Maybe I'll go get like the Carlton's lawyer or some shit and figure it out.
Don't get Richmond's one.
No, not Richmond's one. Definitely not. I'll have to pay Herald Sun if I get Richmond's lawyer. Also name my team Kako for Coleman. So what am I meant to do?
Is Coleman in your team?
Oh man,
Kitty?
Coleman, Kitty Coleman. Man, I can't get over the preseason hype that was around him, and he's made a paper.
I don't think Paco's price has even beaten Kitties all year.
It hasn't. 234 was his highest.
No.
I think that's when I traded him out too.
Well, there we go, horse. Hey, rookie, time to sub out Flanders bringing a big gun like Deadly.
Deadly's not that good, mate.
Jeez.
Do you want facial hair on this show or not?
I was gonna say you have a very nice beard, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
The only one. I mean, Gwyddy has some facial hair too.
Yeah, Deadly's trying. I'll give him that.
Well, I call him Little Stash.
Yeah, that's complimenting him.
I mean, I don't know if Horse has the capabilities to grow on facial hair, but I've never seen a lick of facial hair on that man.
No, he's just permanent stubble.
Permanent stubble. Love that. Port played admirably considering they had one spot on the bench for half the time. I was going to say, like, Lukosius' kicking was so good.
Oh, he's a ripping kick.
I can't wait for him to get traded out of Port and be in a good team. It's going to be so good.
Ask for a trade back to Gold Coast.
Yeah, legit. Carlton's lawyer should focus on getting the coach sacked. They need to sack the whole organization and just merge with some other club at this point. You mean Little Gun? No, I mean Little Stash. Let's not get confused, Kizza. What's my projected, Jake? My projected is a wonderful 21.96 at the moment. So it's been ripper this week. I think these boys are 2,300 pluses. So, but we've seen rumors of 2,600 pluses. So
yeah, Squiddy's actually on for a 2,500 plus.
Ooh, shit.
He's got Grundy too. Filthy bastard.
Motherfucker. I was seeing Squiddy bloody play some 2K with the boys earlier as well.
Yeah.
Good week.
Yeah.
Good old giddy build. I think Jeremy Cameron has locked in the Coleman. Yeah, I'd be really surprised if anyone steals it from him. He's pretty much locked in with that run home. For sure.
Could have 10 today if he kicks straight.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Deadly's Mo was so shit, it's actually cool. Jesus. Kids, that horse shaves his beard before every pod and has stubble by the start of it. Fair enough. Fair enough. If Horse is watching, can you confirm or deny?
He tells us he can grow up, but we've never seen it. So
maybe he just doesn't want to make Deadly feel bad.
Sympathy.
Is
that all it is? Yeah. Yep.
I know you can't see it. I have a beard too, just letting you know. I know you can't see it, but I do have one.
We'll take it for
whenever you get a webcam, I fully expect to see the screen mask instead of like.
I have that too. I've got that right next to me. I can wear that too if you want.
I thought that was on your bedside table.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've got two.
I'm taking notes off Brad there.
Yeah.
Hat.
Where do you think I learned this stuff from?
Oh, that's true. That's true. What an influence that man is. Foxy bringing in Sam Darcy and major cold feet on Jezza, even though some said it's a good shout, was for this game, but don't want a 1 week play. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Horse, hold on. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know the guy.
Oh, man. Hold on.
No, that can't be Deadly, because if the storyline's correct, he's not as tall as the brothers. He's nowhere near that. He's more like he's more a hornswoggle.
Jesus, the Hornswoggle. We're going into WWE era now. That's great.
Yeah.
I would show it on screen, but I got to fuck with my setup if I want to do that. I can't be fucked. But I urge everyone to look up Paul Bearer from WWE. And you know what? Deadly needs to update his PFP to be that. I don't know. We need to set some bet that he needs to do it on Twitter, just like we did with Supercoach God for Just Woke Up Holmes. That was funny.
Oh, it's elite.
Man. I'll wrap it up with the comments, legends. So if you guys have any hot takes or random questions, doesn't have to be Supercoach related, feel free to fling them through. But Landis, you've been on for the whole time of 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's been absolutely legendary.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
For those that don't know of you, you are from Insight Fantasy Sports.
I am, yeah.
Legendary channel. Tell the people what you do over there at that little community.
Yeah, I'm tucked in the Patreon with these guys here. I do a lot of numbers and data analytics for them. So currently with the AFL stuff, just kicking off the NBA side of things as well with NBA rolling around. So anyone playing fantasy, feel free to come over, jump in. I basically do a lot of the analysis on seeing why players score well. Not obviously, we see that they get a score, but it's how they do it and what gets that for them. So,
sick. But yeah, if you guys aren't aware, like Insight Fantasy do a whole range of things, and very well worth giving them a check out, even if it's just to go hang shit on Deadly. So,
yeah, exactly.
And Ghosty, we'll tap into your major skill set. What is one movie? It doesn't. Let's try to steer away from the main cliche titles. What's one horror movie you can recommend to everyone?
Ooh.
Being the horror film nut that you are.
Oh, I'm tempted to crank open my letter, but I'm terrible at thinking off the top of my head. I'm really bad at that. So
I see why you and Brad get along very well now.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, I do watch a shitload. But yeah, no, I'd have to have a look to.
That's right. First one that comes to mind. As soon as I said horror movie, what came to mind?
Nothing really. No. I like one I like that I don't know if many people know it. Oculus is a really good one.
There you go. Bang. That's it. We'll run with that. Go watch Oculus. Everyone.
Yeah. Have you seen Oculus, Ruck?
I'll go watch it.
There you go. Done.
Then go find Ghosty on Twitter and absolutely rip him if you hate the movie.
Yeah. Well, I'll just write back, fuck you. It's all right.
But no, for those that have been hanging around for this must be your 4th week, isn't it, Ghosty?
Yes, I think I was on the bubble last week. So
yeah,
making you some good cash now, hopefully. And
that's good. That's good. But no, Ghosty is looking to make content next season, and he's obviously one of the legends of the community. So got him on about a month ago now, and hasn't been scared away by the After Dark antics, which is good. So make sure you guys stick around. You obviously, if he does make a channel and all that fun shit, I'll give it a big old shout and share. So make sure you guys go follow that when he eventually does it. And we'll make sure it's he has a webcam for it too. But yeah, Scooby-Doo is a horror movie, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good movie too.
Yeah,
love Matthew.
OG movie.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard in anything. Love him in Scream. Love him in Scooby-Doo. Awesome fucking actor. Love him.
Yeah. I reckon an underrated movie that he's in, Without a Paddle.
Love Without a Paddle. Love Without a Paddle. So good.
Such a good film.
So good. I don't think I've seen him in a movie that I've not liked. I've always liked whatever he's in. So good shout.
Even wasn't he in Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, he was. He'll be returning for Scream 7 too, which is exciting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh man. All right, legends. I think we are probably going to look to call it. We've gone over our hour. We've had a good chin wag. It's getting close to 12. We probably want to get some sleep to handle our Sunday antics tomorrow. But before we do wrap up, if you guys are here and have been hanging out with us degenerates, make sure you leave a like on the stream before you head out, just to show that you do love us and you do support us. Please do it. But more importantly, good luck for tomorrow for your Supercoach or game day squad, whichever one you are playing. Again, there'll be one video coming out during the week. I may hop out and do streams on my channel midweek just spontaneously. I might also substitute over in Insight Fantasy Sports. So you can catch me probably between those two channels. Flanders, what's the next bit of content that you'll get involved with, whether it be on YouTube or Patreon?
I've got the numbers game, which will be on Tuesdays. That's normally locked up in the Patreon, and if not, there's the YouTube summary on Sunday night. So may end up getting subbed in for that. I just sort of hang around and get the call ups.
Awesome. And if the people did want to find you, where can they find you on X?
You can find me on X at SC_Flanders. Come over there, have a bit of a chat with me. Appreciate you guys getting involved, and love chatting with you guys.
No, it's been a pleasure having you on, man, especially for the late call up. Definitely just I just put it in the group chat, and I was like, fuck it, I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll go do it.
Yeah, jump on.
Jump on. Hey, and to be fair, this is the first time that Flanders has met, like, officially, either of us, me and Ghosty. So he's done very, very well, step into the hot seat. And Brad's unfortunate disappearing act, which I don't know. Are we going to have to permanently sub him out, Ghosty? What's the deal? What do you think we should do?
Oh, it might be good bench cover.
Yeah, I might have to loop him.
So we're running out of trades. We're using our final 2 this week, man. So if I have to hold him and loop him or something, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll rock the green vest, don't stress.
Yeah, very good.
The last couple of weeks, so yeah, we might need to use them.
Very good. Oh, love this. Before we do head out, great movie. I watched this literally the other week. Chef's kiss.
It's a good movie.
Great
Luke Wilson.
So good. So good. And people, you can find Ghosty on Twitter. I think it's, what is it, at Ghosty Bakes?
It should just be Ghost Bakes. Yeah, same as my name on the screen. So yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Ghost Bakes. Go suss him out. Really, really in-depth knowledge of his horror films. So if you're a fanatic, definitely hit him up because he'll give you some major recommendations. He's pretty much the Flanders of horror films. So
I like that. I'll take that.
There you go.
And
but of course, go on.
I was going to say, and that will be part of the content stuff that if I get onto that, or we'll do Supercoach, but we'll do a lot of horror stuff too, because I really want to get into that world. So yeah, thanks for that, mate. There
you go. Flanders, the master of the 3-way. Couldn't have said any better, horse. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, you can find me at Rookie Coach AFL on both platforms. With that said, enjoy the rest of your night. Get a good rest. Good luck tomorrow, and I will see you during the week. Peace.